The following was recorded in advance, as I take Friday off to say goodbye to a friend and celebrate life. Hey, it's Soul. It's May 19th, 2017. This is Warcraft Weekly. Let's do some news. As it's been for many news segments now, I've been asking you folks, how was your week? And in an act of absolute selfishness, I really urge you guys, please comment, let me know how your week was. I'd love to be honest, I just want to get as much positive energy as I can from you folks to, this week. This has nothing to do with the channel or the debacle from last week, the mistake that I made. I just need it. It's people probably know about it, but it's a personal matter at the moment, and I just want to come back, take a look at this video over the weekend and take a look at the comments and just see some cool things that people had done over the week. So if you guys can do me that favor, cool. I was particularly happy with the video that I shared with regards to WoW's greater story and how it's been developing, and some criticisms that I have, and maybe not so much a suggestion but just an idea that I have on what Blizzard can possibly do I don't know if this is gonna like reinvigorate life into the world of Warcraft, but it kind of offers a different take. Now of course it's something that's a very unpopular opinion. I'm talking about doing something like dethroning the champion, or having our characters, our champions, just kind of walk away from all the responsibilities and all the prestige that they have. I think that there are some pretty cool discussions and comments that are going on, so check out that video if you haven't already. Leave a comment, let us know what you think. If you have any suggestions of your own or cool ideas that you think Blizzard should be adopting to improve the game or end it, if that's your thing. Destiny 2 is coming out on the Blizzard application. Like, what the fuck? It seems kind of silly. Not so much that Destiny 2 is going to be deployed on this client, but just recently Blizzard went as far as renaming the client from Battle.net to Blizzard application or Blizzard app or whatever. Now personally this means just about nothing to me, but according to the economy, I think that's made a bit of an impact. There's supposed to be very few, if any, implications with Destiny 2 being on the Blizzard Battle.net client thingamajig. It's not like we're going to have like all the Activision games all of a sudden flooding the Blizzard client or app, Battle.net client, whatever. And it doesn't exactly mean that Blizzard's hardware, like their servers and whatnot, those aren't going to be used to run Destiny itself, although it is going to run their login servers, and well, sometimes they go down every now and then, haha. The big one though, and why I mentioned the economy earlier, is that apparently Destiny 2 will be purchasable on the Blizzard digital store. In other words, you can buy it with Battle.net balance. This is going to have some implications, and according to the market, it looks like WoW token prices are going up across the board. For people that aren't familiar with the Destiny series, it's an FPS, you shoot things, but I guess more importantly, there are quite a few microtransactions that come with it, as well as downloadable paid content. So while it's nice for someone like me who has a lot of disposable gold, cool, I'll be able to get Destiny by paying $0. At the same time though, I don't play Destiny, but it does give me the chance to, hey, maybe maybe I can just jump right into it. Maybe a couple of my guildies play and we could all play together and then just hang out and do whatever. But I'm not exactly the target market. It's not like I'm automatically going to buy Destiny 2 with Battle.net balance, but I'm curious what you folks think about this little change. Do you think this is going to be good for Activision Blizzard as a whole? Do you think that there's like something kind of freaky going on? Just let me know your thoughts, because this is a pretty complicated issue because of how Warcraft, the WoW token, how this all kind of fudges things up. Author Christie Golden has joined Blizzard for an unspecified amount of time. She's written many books, including ones from the Warcraft franchise, including Warcraft Duratan, War Crimes, Tides of War, Twilight of the Aspects, Chronicles of War, The Shattering, Arthur's Rise of the Lich King, and a couple of more that, well, she's written quite a number of books. It's a little hard to tell just what this means for the Warcraft franchise, if that's even going to be a thing. For all we know, she's going to write a Diablo book or an Overwatch book, who knows? But under the premise that her presence is going to affect the Warcraft franchise, what could it be? Maybe she'll take a more direct part in the lore or the scripting, like the way people talk to each other. Maybe they're gonna lock her in a closet and not let her come out until she has like the 10th WoW expansion written. Or maybe she just wanted to be a game tester. I don't know. We don't know. We're just gonna have to find out. On the raid scene, it appears that Serenity, a guild that was expected to be the super top rating guild on the planet, has pretty much disbanded. Basically, there were problems. Some people left for real-life obligations. Some of the healing core were having a problem. Some people left to go back to Method. And in a final statement, Serenity just kind of hammered the last nail. That's it. They're done. It's a bit sad to hear this, even though you just hear about Mythic guilds or guilds just disbanding regularly. That's just kind of a thing. In a way, it goes to show how, unfortunately, the world first race, it's just not very appreciated. And there are a number of reasons why. It's not a very good spectator sport. There's not people that can really watch like the live streams and watch, the top guilds literally race to the end. And because of that, you can't really get the audience or the sponsorship that normally you're accustomed with when it comes to esports. I guess the important thing to remember is that even though that they are gone, there's a lot of guilds that have come and gone, and well, someone's gonna end up taking their place. Moving on, of course, we have a brand new 725 build, and along with that came a couple things. One was this whole Chromie scenario thing. I played it, I like it, I did a kind of guide on it, and I encourage you folks to give it a shot too. New rings were introduced in this build, and now we have a complete set of rings for all classes and specs, where basically these legendary rings, I didn't say that they're legendary rings, these are going to give you basically a free talent. For in my case, as a protection paladin, I get Holy Shield, which is pretty darn nice. This also means that I probably have enough information to start prepping a protection paladin guide for the 725 patch. It's going to be a short one, there's not a whole lot going on, but stay tuned for that. One curious thing is that there were new legendaries that are tailored specifically for healers. So using paladins as an example once again, using Holy Shock, which is a mainstay sort of spell, it has a chance to proc Avenging Wrath. And the effect is pretty similar across all the healing specs, where you use kind of a mainstay spell and then it'll provide an overall throughput cooldown proc. I'm very curious because I'm not a healer, and some of you I'm sure are. What do you guys think about these new items? Are they going to interfere with the new rings that are going to be coming out? Is this going to screw with your current best in slot sort of deal? And that's the news. I know that this is a very rushed version of what I normally do. I usually try to put a little bit more time and polish and effort into this. But you can rest assured that next week I'll be back with lifted spirits and renewed energy, and I'll be more than ready to shoot you guys the World of Warcraft. You guys have a terrific and awesome weekend. I will see you guys next week. I'm Soul. Stay breezy, guys.